I don't have a shirt on because it's hot outside. That's all. I mean, and as far as I remember, I can, if I want, I can. I don't have to have a shirt on at all. I think I could be wrong here, but I think I can play rock and roll bare chested. I don't think there is a, and also this is Kevlar. It doesn't mean I can stop bullets, dumb cunt. Sorry, there's no other word for you. I'm sorry if cunt offends you. I'm not wondering, if somebody shoots me, the bullet's gonna go right through this Kevlar. It'll take a blade. They're called junkyard dogs because you use them when you go to a junkyard and you pick and pull. They're Kevlar, but not bulletproof Kevlar. You're a dumb cunt. I'm sorry. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Nice haircut. Looks good. Anyway, I mean, yeah, it does. I mean, so anyway, I mean, it's the least I can do. So anyway, I mean, this is Kevlar, not, it's blade. I can put my hand through most things into things, and, I have a Kevlar arm guard as well. I have one that's just Kevlar, and then I have one that's leather and Kevlar. That way my whole arm has protection. Why do it's not bulletproof Kevlar. This is Kevlar. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Be safe, stay in school. Good luck. Whatever. The little kid said hi. I mean, I don't care that this isn't tied. I can wear whatever I want. And it's very nice. I have shorts on, obviously, and they're very tight. I could wear a kilt, but ever since the one Negro police officer, I don't know. I don't know if he's from Africa. I'll tell you, he's the only officer I've ever had any problem with in this stupid cunt town. Colonial whites is what I call it. It's Colonial Heights. I wouldn't move here unless you wanted every day to feel like an eternity. Like if you have a terminal illness. If you have a terminal illness, I would good driving, good, be safe. I would say if you have a terminal illness, move here, because every day will feel like a goddamn eternity. I think my neighbor George might be in love with me. He likes to sit bare-chested in his chair and stare at me. So I'm going to say George is in love with me. And I can say that. I don't have to have any proof. I think he has a crush. It's a secret crush. And we all have those. I mean, we all have secret crushes, don't we? I broke my tailbone. I rode my mom's horse, Frisky. With a name like Frisky, maybe you shouldn't. I don't need a Kevlar arm guard, or I'm not. I'm cleaning glass that I hope doesn't break. And I wish I could do a reverse camera. I don't know what this button does. Earlier, I was able to reverse cameras so well. YouTube won't let me go live yet. It says I don't meet eligibility requirements. But I used to meet eligibility requirements. I got to set up some sort of proxy. Maybe link. Anyway, I'm taking requests. I think I broke the YouTube algorithm. It just keeps... I love Jim Carroll. He died. So I'm going to do Daniel Johnston next. I'm going to do my favorite Daniel Johnston song. I do not cry much, but I will tell you one of the joys of my life was sitting with my brother in Philly. And the encore. It was the farewell tour. And I said, I gotta go. It's the farewell. And he's getting old. I've never had the opportunity to see Daniel. And I wouldn't even known about Daniel if it wasn't for Mark Linkous. God love you, Mark. Wish I had been on that tour in England. I wouldn't let you go paralyzed. I'm sorry you killed yourself. You were awesome. I thought you were better than the Lips when you opened. I don't know why you killed yourself, man. Good to see you! Hey, woo! I don't know. He's driving like way under the speed limit. I don't know. You'd think he'd be able to hear me. Maybe he's got an engine failure. It's an endurance contest. I love your car. That is a sexy car. I just yelled sexy car. I thought it had a Thunderbird painted on it. I was hallucinating. I took a lot of LSD. Sometimes I see things that aren't there. But it was not a mistake. Or maybe it was. Can't take it back now, can I? But every year, 2019 was rough. Neil Innes died. And everybody's like, why are you upset? I'm like, Bonzo Dog Doodah Band, dude, like the musical Monty Python member, he died. And then one of my roommates died this year. Old roommate. What's here? He lived here with me. His name was Melvin Joyner Jr. Last time I saw him, it was, I said Happy New Year. But I say Happy New Year all the time because I celebrate a lot of different New Years. I said, hey, Melvin Joyner. But the time before that I'd seen him, he was on heroin. He needed some marijuana. He came over, but he yelled too loud and I kicked him out. And this dumb cunt named Big Dave, I guess that's his name. I don't know. He wanted to be called Big Dave. I was like, it's a little weird, but, it'd be better. You're about my size, but I'll call you Big Dave. That's what my friends call me. Well, where are your friends at? Georgia. Okay. Why do they call you Big Dave? Because I used to race cars. That doesn't make any sense. If you played football or something, that makes sense. Big Dave. But, I don't know, Big Dave was a race car driver. He didn't seem to listen to directions. Well, I'd say, take a left here, and he would just, hey, neighbor, how you doing? Like your car? It's sexy. Watch out for that guy. Woo, I like your car. Hey. So there's dogs barking. I don't know. That's a sexy car. There's no belt noise, is what I'm saying. So, what I was saying. So Neil Innes, that was the ass end of 2019. Rocky Erickson. I say Rocky Erickson. You can say Roki if you want to. He's the Reverend of Karmic Youth to me. He died. That was 2019. He definitely, and then Daniel Johnston died 2019. And the farewell tour was 2018. But if you go to hihowareyu.com, the New York show is not listed. Why did we not list the New York show on hihowareyu.com? It makes no sense. Gibby, you were in New York City. It was what? It was the night after Philly, or was it 2 nights after Philly? I know Philly and New York, but it was like, because remember, Richie, you don't know, you were upstairs. You were mezzanine with a hot girl, Gibby. I love you. I'm sorry I offered you a beer. I forget you don't drink anymore. It's hard to remember. I drink when people buy me drinks. Like some cunt bought me a fucking twisted tea. I didn't even want a twisted tea. I do have mango Pepsi. My sexy neighbor bought me mango Pepsi. I put 4 in the freezer. And if I didn't leave my freezer open, well, by golly, we're gonna have some sexy cold mango Pepsi. And she's sweetheart. I left it in her yard because I was more worried about the Amazon package. I'm like, why does the guitar feel so weird? Because I am, if I have a guitar string break, I had the teeny one break again. They break all the time. But they don't throw them out. They make really good Garrett wire. You can always use a broken guitar string. You can still play it. So I broke a string. That sucks. And they're sharp. When that one breaks, and my father was like one time, Cat Stevens is a pussy. It's like, why is Cat Stevens a pussy? Is it because he is Yusuf Islam now? No, when I went to see him, he cut himself with a guitar string and refused to play. I was like, have you ever cut yourself with a guitar string? Really fucking hurts. Black Joe Lewis, that's what he's called. And the Honey Bears. He opened up, I don't know what that hair metal band was. Was that Orange? Was that Newark? I don't know. It was somewhere. I think it was a hair metal bar, and I had to go by myself because I had 2 tickets. It was the New York Dolls. I wasn't going to miss it. It was only David Johansen and Sylvain left alive. Johnny Thunders died the same year Freddie Mercury did. Son of a bitch. He was murdered. Johnny Thunders was murdered. Just saying that out loud. Johnny Thunders was murdered. Kurt Cobain also murdered. That about covers it. Odorous Arungus was not. Hey, sweetie, how you doing? What do you want to hear? Well, I broke my tiny string, so it would not. Every good boy deserves favor, so I can't play anything with an F. And I don't. My amp is I don't know anything, but that doesn't require the. I can play the keyboard instead. Okay, that sounds good, sexy ladies. The sexy ladies asked me to sing them something, but then they drew a blank on what they wanted me to sing. They're two sexy ladies in a car. I mean, let's do Operator by Grateful Dead, followed by Jim Croce's Operator.